Welcome to Boost LogiX, the complete walkthrough. In the next few minutes, you'll go from downloading the app to reading your first log, running a virtual dyno poll, and asking the built-in AI about your own tune. Let's start at the very beginning. Head to boostlogix.app in your browser. This is the official home of Boost LogiX, and the only place you should ever download the installer from. Click Download for Windows. The installer starts saving to your Downloads folder, and the site walks you through exactly what happens next. When the download finishes, double-click the installer. Windows may show this blue screen. It's standard for newer apps, and nothing is wrong with your download. Click More Info, and check the publisher reads Boost LogiX. Then click Run anyway, that's it. Past that screen, there's nothing to click through. No wizard, no options. It installs itself in seconds and launches when it's done. And that's the only installer you'll ever run. From here, updates download automatically inside the app, and a restart banner appears when one's ready. When the app opens for the first time, you'll land on the sign-in screen. Let's create your account. Click No Account, Sign Up, then enter your email and a password. You'll get a confirmation email. Click the link inside it and you're in. Prefer one click. Continue with Google opens your regular web browser to sign in, then hands you straight back to the app. Either way, your plan lives on your account, no license keys ever. Once you're signed in, the app remembers you between sessions, and your plan is cached for up to 14 days, so pro features keep working offline at the track. Before your first log, Boost LogiX asks three things: your fuel, whether you log a wideband air fuel sensor, and whether you have the LogiX knock patch. These choices calibrate every target in the app, so pick what your car actually runs. For this car, E85 Flex Fuel, a wideband fitted, the LogiX patch applied, and race AFR limits, track tune targets. Now every threshold in the analysis matches what the car actually runs. Hit Begin, and you can change any of this later from the session pill in the header. Now let's get some data in. Boost LogiX analyzes CSV logs recorded by EvoScan. Click Load CSV logs, or just drag files onto the window: an idle log, a cruise log, and your wide-open throttle pulls, all in one go. Each log gets its own tab. Click a tab to switch. The whole dashboard redraws for that log. Drag to reorder or hit the X to drop one. If a stubborn file won't open, Log Doctor steps in automatically. It repairs the common breakages, wrong text encoding, missing or renamed columns with a simple column picker. The same broken file always repairs the same way. Under EvoScan Setup, grab a Boost LogiX reference profile, stock or RAX, or upload your own channel list, so the parser knows exactly which column is which. Here's home base. The status bar shows tune health and your active log. The garage and session pills tell you which car, fuel, and sensors you're analyzing with. The tune controls include the map sensor toggle, usually auto-detected and locked, and the log type badge, with an override if a log is ever misread. The Overview tab answers the big question: is this pull okay? The verdict score grades the whole log out of 100. Each scorecard row grades one parameter. A tick means on target, a warning means keep an eye on it, a cross means fix it before your next hard pull. Click any row for the detail. The analysis tabs are included with Pro AFR plots your air-fuel mixture across the pull. The green band is the target, richer at spool and tighter at the top end, with caution and danger zones above. Hover any point for the exact reading and the load at that moment. Knock is the one that kills engine, so it gets its own tab. This pull is spotless, a knock count of 0 from start to finish, exactly what you want to see. When events do appear, they plot right here. Green is safe, amber means monitor, Red means the ECU is pulling timing to protect itself. Timing shows your ignition advance against a dashed ceiling that tightens right at peak torque, where knock risk is highest. And boost plots the turbo's pressure through the pull, spool, peak, and whether it holds with overshoot and wastegate flutter flagged as findings. On an idle or cruise log, the tabs change. Fuel trims shows how hard the ECU is correcting your fueling. Both lines should sit near 0. Past 5% is worth a look, past 10 needs attention. IDC is injector duty cycle, how close your injectors are to maxed out. And temps watches coolant and intake temperatures, because heat quietly eats your knock margin. Load a watt, an idle and a cruise log together, and Tune Health rolls everything into one number. Half the grade is the watt pull, and knock and fueling weigh heaviest. Click any category to jump straight to the tab that's costing you points, and when it's worth bragging about, share the scorecard as an image. Virtual Dyno turns a wide-open throttle pull into a wheel power and torque curve, no rolling road required. First, pick your vehicle preset. This car's a rallier, so the physics model matches your car. Then check the weight, choose your tire size, and leave gear on auto detect. Click Calculate, and there's your curve with peak power and torque called out, corrected to a standard reference so pulls on different days stay comparable. Below the chart, data quality indicators tell you how trustworthy the run is. Sample rate, rev span, and how the gear was determined. Treat absolute numbers as a physics estimate. Before and after trends on the same car are where it shines. Tune Map opens your ECU's own calibration. Click Load Bin and pick the flash file read from your ECU. The ROM ID is read straight out of the file. Here it's recognized automatically, and every fuel and timing map draws as a heat map. Load down the side, revs across the top, every cell colored by its value. Hover any cell for the exact number. With a log loaded, the overlay drops your real operating points onto the map as dots, colored by knock. A clean-looking cell wearing a red dot means the tune is fine on paper, but the engine knocked there anyway. Exactly the disagreement this view exists to find. On the workshop plan, Tune Map also remembers each garage car's bin and can overlay several logs at once. Multigraph is your build-your-own dashboard, up to 3 channels per panel, up to 8 panels, all on one synchronized timeline. Trace across the pull and every panel's crosshair moves together, so you can see what boost, timing, and knock we're all doing at the same instant. Switch a panel to scatter mode and it computes the correlation for the pair. Then hand the whole view to Tune AI with one click. Which brings us to Tune AI. It's already read the log you have opened, the stats, and every alert. It's included with Pro, 50 questions a month, shared with Workshop AI. Let's ask it something real. Is my AFR safe at peak power? Watch it answer from this log's actual numbers, not generic advice. It knows your peak readings, where they happened in the rev range, and what the targets are for your fuel. Ask follow-ups in the same thread. Every conversation is saved for next time. Workshop AI is the other half, a full Evo 10 and Ralliart service manual assistant. Torque specs, fluid capacities, fault codes, step-by-step procedures. No log needed. Ask it like you'd ask a master mechanic. What are the valve clearance specs for the 4B11T? The figures stream in, and the conversation saves as your personal notebook. One habit worth keeping: verify any safety-critical spec against a known good source and use a calibrated torque wrench. When it's time to hand off your work, one-click exports a polished PDF, charts, scorecards, and a prioritized alert summary. Load all 3 log types and a full tune report combines everything into one document. Reports always use raw log data, so what you export is the tune as logged. Live log removes the export and open loop entirely. The first time you open it, point Boost LogiX at your Evo scan program and its log folder. Both are auto-detected where possible. After this one-time setup, every session is a single press of the space bar. Press space and the app watches Evo Scans folder. Every log you save imports the moment it lands, already analyzed. If a capture's type isn't obvious, a quick confirmation asks whether it was a WAT, idle, or cruise log so nothing gets misfiled. Press space again to stop. We won't run a live session in this video, but this is where it lives, one key press away from any view. Live dyno is the same idea for power runs. With a dyno config saved, space captures a pull as a live run up to 5 per session on Pro, 10 on Workshop, and overlays them so you can watch a change land in real time. The garage keeps a named profile for every car you tune, fuel, sensors, dyno setup, even the tune map bin. Switching is 2 clicks from the header pill, and new loads pick up that car's settings automatically. From the manager, save your current setup as a car, edit its details, or export the whole garage as a file. Pro saves 3 cars. Workshop is unlimited and adds one-click cloud backup tied to your account. Settings holds the app-wide preferences, default fuel, boost unit, and the downstream wideband correction if your sensor sits post-cat. Live log paths live here too, plus your driver profile, and on Workshop, your shop letterhead for white label reports. The Manage Account link handles billing. And down here, the version panel updates download themselves in the background, and you can check for one anytime right here. Under the Help menu, a replayable guided tour, the How to Log guide worth reading before your first pull, the LogiX patch setup guide, and the FAQ. And if you're ever stuck mid-task, the floating assistant answers how do I questions right where you are, with shortcut chips that jump you to the screen it just described. It has its own allowance, so asking for help never costs you a tuning query. That's the full tour from download to dyno. Load a log and see what your Evo's been trying to tell you. Boost LogiX. Find it at boostlogix.app.